Have you ever looked up and seen a giant metal bird soaring above your head, gliding effortlessly through the sky? That's an airplane. It's amazing to think that something so huge and heavy can float high above us, traveling faster than any animal on Earth. Airplanes have become such a normal part of our lives that we sometimes forget just how incredible they really are. For centuries, people all over the world gazed at birds in wonder, dreaming of what it would be like to fly. They watched the effortless way birds soared, dipped, and glided, and imagined themselves with wings, able to see the world from above the treetops and clouds. The idea of flight captured the imagination of inventors, artists, and dreamers alike, inspiring countless stories and sketches. For a long time, flying seemed impossible, just a fantasy. But human curiosity and determination are powerful forces. Inventors and scientists studied birds, experimented with gliders, and built strange contraptions, all in the hope of taking to the skies. Through trial and error and sometimes spectacular failures, they learned more about the science of flight. Eventually, we built machines that could actually lift off the ground and glide through the air. The Wright brothers' first flight was just the beginning. Over time, airplanes became faster, safer, and more powerful, turning the dream of flight into an everyday reality for millions of people. But how does something so heavy, made of metal and packed with people and cargo, float in the sky? It might look like magic, but it's actually the result of clever engineering and a deep understanding of science. Airplanes rely on the invisible forces of nature to stay aloft. The secret lies in understanding air, pressure, and the forces that act on an airplane. Engineers use wind tunnels and computer models to study how air flows over wings, and they design every part of the plane to work with these forces, not against them. It's a perfect blend of creativity, science, and technology. Today, we'll break down how airplanes work, from the unique shape of their wings that helps them lift off, to the powerful engines that push them forward at incredible speeds. We'll also look at the teamwork and innovation that goes into building and maintaining these amazing machines. By the end of this journey, you'll see airplanes not just as metal tubes with wings, but as brilliant inventions that have connected people, cultures, and countries all over the globe. Airplanes have changed the way we live, work, and explore our world. So, are you ready to let your curiosity take flight? Let's dive into the fascinating science of aerodynamics and discover the magic behind every airplane in the sky. Most vehicles, cars, trains, boats, stay on the ground or water. But airplanes are different. They leave the ground entirely, traveling through invisible air. Unlike cars that push against roads, airplanes must use the air itself to move and stay up. This challenge means every part of an airplane is carefully shaped to interact with air, especially the wings. Wings are the airplane's secret weapon, letting it rise above mountains, oceans, and continents. Airplanes operate in 3 dimensions: forward, backward, left, right, and most importantly, up and down. This freedom lets them travel straight over obstacles, connecting the world in ways no other vehicle can. That's what makes airplanes truly special. They're machines built for the open sky. They're our ticket to the 3rd dimension. To fly, an airplane must balance 4 invisible forces: lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Weight pulls the airplane down, thanks to gravity. Lift pushes it up, created by the wings. Thrust moves the airplane forward, generated by the engines. Drag is the air pushing back, trying to slow the plane down. For steady flight, lift equals weight and thrust equals drag. To climb, lift must be greater than weight. To speed up, thrust must beat drag. Pilots constantly adjust these forces, making flight a delicate dance. Imagine a tug-of-war in the sky, with the airplane in the middle. Mastering these forces is what keeps airplanes soaring smoothly. It's physics in action, high above our heads. That's the magic and science of flight. Have you ever wondered how something as heavy as an airplane can soar gracefully through the sky? The answer lies in a fascinating force called lift, and it all begins with the unique and ingenious shape of the airplane's wing. Unlike a flat board, airplane wings are carefully designed with a special shape called an airfoil. This means the top of the wing is curved, while the bottom is much flatter. This subtle difference in shape is the secret behind flight. As the airplane speeds forward, the air in front of it is split by the wing. Some of the air travels over the curved top, while the rest moves beneath the flatter bottom. This simple act of splitting the air sets the stage for something remarkable. The air moving over the top of the wing has to travel a longer path, so it speeds up. Faster moving air means lower pressure. Meanwhile, the air under the wing moves more slowly, creating higher pressure. This difference in pressure is what gives wings their lifting power. The higher pressure beneath the wing pushes upward, while the lower pressure above almost seems to pull the wing up. This upward force is called lift, and it's what allows airplanes to rise off the ground and stay in the air. The faster an airplane moves, the more air flows over and under the wings, and the greater the lift that's generated. That's why planes need to speed down the runway before they can take off. They need enough lift to overcome their weight. You can actually feel this force yourself. Next time you're in a moving car, stick your hand out the window and tilt it slightly. You'll feel your hand rise as the air rushes past. This is the same principle that lets airplanes fly, just on a much smaller scale. Airplane wings use this principle on a massive scale, generating enough lift to raise hundreds of thousands of pounds of metal, people, and cargo into the sky. It's a perfect blend of science and engineering. Every detail of a wing's design, from its angle to its smooth surface, is carefully crafted by engineers to maximize lift and ensure safe, efficient flight. It's not magic. It's the result of clever design, deep understanding of physics, and years of innovation. So, the next time you watch a plane take off, remember, it's the wing's special shape and the science of lift that turn ordinary air into the incredible upward force that lets us fly. Lift only works if the airplane is moving forward. Without forward motion, the wings can't generate the upward force needed to leave the ground. This is why, before every takeoff, you'll see airplanes rolling down the runway, gathering speed, preparing for that crucial moment when they break free from gravity's grip. And that's where thrust comes in. Thrust is the force that propels the airplane ahead, overcoming drag and setting everything in motion. It's the essential ingredient that transforms a stationary aircraft into a flying machine. Engines provide thrust, pushing the airplane through the air. Whether it's a powerful jet engine or a spinning propeller, both are designed to move the aircraft forward, making flight possible. Propeller engines spin blades to push air backward, creating a stream of air that flows behind the plane. This backward push is what drives the airplane forward, much like a swimmer pushing water behind them to move ahead. While jet engines blast hot gases out the back at incredible speeds, creating a powerful force that launches the airplane forward. The roar you hear at takeoff is the sound of energy being unleashed. Both types of engines rely on Newton's third law of motion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. When engines push air or exhaust backward, the airplane is pushed forward in response. Push air backward and the airplane moves forward. This simple principle is at the heart of all powered flight, from the smallest propeller planes to the largest commercial jets. Pilots control thrust with the throttle, carefully adjusting the power to match the needs of each phase of flight, whether it's taxiing, taking off, climbing, or cruising at altitude. It's a lot like a car's gas pedal. Push it forward, and you get more power. Pull it back, and the engines slow down. This control is vital for safe and efficient flight. More thrust means faster acceleration and more lift for takeoff. As the engines roar and the plane speeds down the runway, the wings generate enough lift to break free from the ground. Whether it's a spinning propeller or a roaring jet, the principle remains the same. Both are designed to move air backward and send the airplane soaring forward. The goal is always the same: move air back, fly forward. This is the secret behind every successful takeoff and every smooth flight through the sky. Thrust is the power that gets airplanes off the ground and into the sky, allowing pilots and passengers to travel great distances, cross oceans, and reach new heights. Without thrust, even the best wings can't fly. An airplane without engines is like a bird without the ability to flap its wings, grounded and unable to soar. That's the engine's crucial role in flight, providing the power to push forward, create lift, and ultimately conquer the sky. While lift and thrust get airplanes flying, weight and drag are always working against them. Weight is gravity's pull, and lift must overcome it for takeoff. That's why airplanes need long runways, to build up speed and generate enough lift. Drag is the air's resistance, like walking into a strong wind. Airplanes are designed to be sleek and smooth, reducing drag as much as possible. If they were boxy, they'd need huge engines just to move. Flight is a constant battle: lift versus weight, thrust versus drag. Pilots balance these forces to climb, cruise, or descend. Managing them is the heart of flying, and the reason airplanes can soar for hours. It's a four-way balancing act in the sky. Engines and wings are a perfect team. One can't fly without the other. Engines provide the speed, wings turn that speed into lift. At takeoff, the pilot pushes the throttle, engines roar, and the plane accelerates down the runway. As speed builds, more air flows over the wings, generating more lift. When lift beats weight, the plane rises. In the air, pilots adjust thrust to match drag and keep the plane cruising smoothly. Lift balances weight for level flight. This teamwork lets airplanes fly straight and steady for hours. It's a beautiful collaboration of power and design. Every flight is a result of this partnership. That's how airplanes conquer gravity and distance. How do pilots steer airplanes? Not with a steering wheel, but with movable surfaces on the wings and tail. Ailerons on the wings control rolling, banking the plane left or right. Elevators on the tail control pitching, raising or lowering the nose to climb or descend. The rudder on the tail controls yawing, turning the nose side to side. Pilots use a combination of these controls to guide the airplane smoothly through the sky. Rolling lets the plane turn, pitching changes altitude, and yawing fine-tunes direction. It's all about controlling movement in 3 dimensions. With these tools, pilots can make precise, graceful maneuvers. That's how a massive airplane dances through the air. It's not just about speed, it's about control. That's the art of flying. The airplane didn't just change travel, it changed the world. Before flight, crossing oceans or continents took weeks. Now it takes hours. Airplanes connected people, cultures, and economies like never before. Global trade flourished, families stayed close, and the world became accessible. Flight gave us a new perspective. Seeing our planet from above inspired awe and understanding. We learned about geography, weather, and our impact on Earth. Airplanes made the world feel smaller and more connected. They're symbols of human curiosity and determination. From the Wright brothers' first flight to today's jets, flight is a story of daring and discovery. Next time you see a plane in the sky, remember the science and spirit behind it. With imagination and science, there's no limit to what we can achieve.